right, Wiggy, let's close out with 5 questions with Wiggy. If you want to join us and ask Wiggy a question, again, the fan line in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. It's how we wrap up every stint here with Wiggy. 5 questions from around the world of sports, mostly involving football, too, given his experience. So, for example, question number 5 here, Wiggy. What was it like being on the cut list or being on that roster bubble the last week of training camp? I imagine you experienced that more than a few times in your career. What was that like?
It's never good. It's never a good thing because at the end of the day, you're like waiting. You're just like, okay, did I do everything that I needed to do to make this team? And you're looking at your phone. You're like, please, don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me. You want to shut that thing off. And it's definitely frustrating, but it's the nature of the beast.
Name a time you got a call. Like, I mean, what was the most memorable call or the cut, that really stung the deepest?
When we just won the Super Bowl with the Pats, and I think Bears goes, "Hey, Scott Pioli wants to see you in his office," and he goes, "Hey, listen, there's not enough footballs to go around here, so we're gonna let you go."
Well, after catching 11 balls in the Snow Bowl and the final catch of the Super Bowl before Adam kicks the ball, there's not enough balls to go around all of a sudden? Was that when they drafted? They drafted Dan Graham that year, right?
They drafted. It might have been him, and they brought in Cam Cleveland, so they were like, "Hey, listen, not enough balls to go around." I was like, "Really?" But that's the beast.
All right, question number 4. What was but you made plenty of teams, right? So, what was the biggest opening game of your career? The most memorable opening game or opening game story you have for us?
I would actually say what was a good one for me was actually the Patriots. I think it was 2001. When we opened up against Cincinnati. I think we were down in Cincy. I can't remember, but that was like one of the first games of the year. I think I had 2 touchdown catches in that game or whatever. So I thought like this was going to be a good year for me.
But so what I would remember from the Cincinnati game is that the PA system was off or the pregame presentation was sort of screwed up. So you all got together and decided to go out as a team, and that's where that whole thing started, right? Didn't that happen in Cincinnati in that week?
Yeah, I think I can't remember. I think it did. I think it was just like, we're all going out as a team. But, it was one of those things that was said in the locker room. Forget about it. It might have been that. It had something to do with like it couldn't do the offensive team. We were like, right. We'll just go out as a team. So, and it was hot as hell. It was hot as hell in Cincinnati too.
But, that's really an iconic thing about that team, coming out as a team for the Super Bowl, and people don't realize you were doing it all season long, and it started early on. But, maybe just tell me, what did that mean to you guys? And is that something that sort of built and grew and became, I don't know, sort of a rallying point for you guys?
Well, I think because now I think you see a lot of teams doing it now.
Everybody does it. Right.
It, right? So I think what it meant to us was like, it was no more of like, individuals being highlighted. It was all about the team, offense, defense, special teams. I know it sounds corny or whatever, but that's what it became. And everybody had to carry their own weight. Everybody's coming out as a team. Everybody has some stake in this game that we're about to play, rather than we're highlighting the offense, we're highlighting the defense. Now, I will say this. Once I got to the position where, hey, you know what? Where they called you out individually and had a couple times to run out as a star tight. It was
you like it.
I like it.
All right, question number 3, U.S. Open going on right now. Is tennis a sport, Wiggy? I'll start with that.
Yes, tennis is definitely a sport, I would say, because there's a lot of hand-eye coordination. There's a lot of athletic movements going on, stop and backpedal and that kind of thing. So, yes, It's definitely a sport.
Who's your favorite tennis player, or if you could be any tennis player, who would it be? I'm going to have a few guesses. Yannick Noah.
My favorite tennis player is Serena Williams. I'm disappointed that the French Open banned her catsuit.
A little too chocolate, a little too thick, Wig.
But you know what? Hey, let her show her. She wants to wear that catsuit to help with blood flow. I'm surprised. I'm disappointed in the French Open, and because of that, I've boycotted watching tennis.
Does Serena do it for you? Just out of curiosity.
She's definitely she definitely falls in that category. Now she's a little extra thick. She looks like she can break something. But hey, that's one ride that you wouldn't mind getting on.
Okay. Question number 2. It's a Wiggy word on the street. You send me a text page. We try and figure out what the hell you're talking about. Here it is this week. Da boy, B-O-I, sorry, the boy, hit you with the Kevin McHale, had y'all haters looking foolish. I told y'all dumb dumbs. I don't know what that means. I don't. Who hit us with the Kevin McHale? What were we hating on? What are you talking about?
So first off, Brady hit you with that Kevin McHale, that pump fake, because everybody's like, oh, Brady's only going to play another year or two. He's out of here after this year. And Brady hit you with the, I'm here for 5 more. That's what at least I want to be doing. Yeah, that's it. And had you looking foolish because you know how many people I heard all across the national media and, you know, locally in Boston about, oh, this is it for Brady. This is his last year. All the haters like, you know, he's retiring 1 more year and he's done. And I told y'all way back when, dude is going to play, or he's going to try to play until he's about 45 years old.
Well, you just sort of hit it there. Try to play. I mean, boy, you come out of this really convinced that he's committed for more, and I didn't really feel that, but maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I have to go back and watch it because you seem convinced, and I don't know. I felt he still left it sort of vague.
How do you not when he says, I'm going to play 41, 42, 43, 44, 45? That's what I'm going to do.
Well, I guess I have to go back and watch it. I thought he said, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be freaking really hard. And it's after a whole section talking about you got to be there for your kids, and I'm going to do things differently in the off season. And so I still sort of viewed it as mixed messages, but I'll go back and watch it again, Wiggy. It just dropped. All right, 5th question comes from Robbie in Vermont. He's got one for Jermaine Wiggins. He joins us on the fan line, and that will put the wrapper on another edition of Jabroni Talk. Robbie, as soon as you're up, you can ask Jermaine Wiggins your question.
All right, Wiggy. What would your version of Tom versus Time be named, and what social media are you putting it out on?
Oh, what would my version? Wiggy versus the world, and I would put it, and I'd probably put it out on
the old Fancred, Wiggy, on the old FC. Come on, baby.
Oh, I put it out on Fancred. See if I can make a little coin doing it. You know, Spanky Johnson. That's what I would do, and it would be a little bit different than Tom versus Time.